Hi everyone! Today we're going to be talking about mental health and coping skills. Basically the importance of taking care of your mental health and learning to cope in COVID-19 times. So first off, why is mental health important? So mental health is integral to living a healthy and balanced life. It's a vital part of your life. It impacts your thoughts, your behaviors, and emotions. And being emotionally healthy can actually promote productivity and effectiveness. It also plays an important role in the health of your relationships. So now let's dive into coping skills. So what exactly are coping skills? Well, coping skills are tools and techniques you can use to help you handle difficult emotions, decrease stress, and establish or maintain a sense of internal order. This just means coping skills help you better handle what life throws at you. Coping skills can include deep breathing, mindfulness exercises, grounding techniques, counting to 10, taking a walk, and anything that really helps you just handle and maintain your own amounts of stress. So coping skills can be broken down into two different types. So you have problem-based coping skills and emotion-based coping skills. So this answers the question of, do I need to change my situation, or do I need to find a better way to cope with the situation? So problem-based is focusing on changing the situation. You actively choose to fix something that's bothering you and tackle the problem. For example, if you're stressed about a test, you study for that test. If you're stressed about your room being dirty, you clean your room. If you're stressed about college applications, you finish your college applications. So problem-based is finding a problem and then fixing it. Emotion-based is a little bit more complicated. So emotion-based is a problem that you can't fix. Maybe someone you know or are close to is very sick. You can't necessarily fix this, but you can use emotion-based coping skills to better handle the situation. So, an example of this would be taking a walk to relieve stress, listening to music, and doing yoga. So the first type of coping skill we're going to talk about are diversions. So diversions basically are ways of coping that distract you and calm you down. So these ways will not necessarily fix the problem, but will give you some time to relax and unwind and sort of not have to think about it. So a lot of these coping skills are related to creativity. So you can write, you can paint, you can draw, you can take pictures. Maybe you sing, maybe you like to dance, play an instrument. Another type of coping skill related to this is taking a shower. During a shower, you can just forget about what you were dealing with that day. You can watch a movie or play video games. Video games are a great way to distract yourself. You can take a walk, you can clean or organize, or you can even just watch cute videos on YouTube. I know a lot of people who like to watch little kitten videos as a good way to relieve stress. So another type is social/interpersonal coping. So this is a way of coping that involves interacting with others. So the first type of coping skill is talking to someone you trust about your issues and struggles. So this is a very common one. When you're upset, you immediately just want to talk to someone you know and maybe just vent a little bit. Another way is writing a note to someone you care about. Let them know that you love them. Another way is caring for a pet, brushing their hair, giving them some pets. You can help a friend out, spend time with friends and family. You can serve someone in need. And another really important thing is to set boundaries and be okay with just saying no. Maybe you're stretched too thin and you just need some time to relax. It's 100% okay to just say no. Another type of skill is cognitive coping. So this involves exercises that help the mind. So you can make a list of things that you're grateful for. Sometimes this helps put things in perspective. You can write down a list of goals, things you want to get done. This helps you maintain your focus a little bit more. One that really helps me is sorting your problems into things that can be solved now and things that can be solved later. So the things that you can solve now, you should get them done now. Things that can be solved later, you shouldn't worry about them so much. So another thing is rewarding yourself when you do something successful. So if you did something really great or you did really well on a test, maybe go out for ice cream, or maybe, get that thing that you wanted to buy. Just treat yourself when you do something great. Write a pros and cons list for decisions. Sometimes decisions are really difficult to come to a conclusion on, so sometimes it's really good to write down, what are the good things about this and what are the bad things? And compare the two. Another is to write a list of personal strengths. You have a lot of things that you're good at, and sometimes it's really great to be able to just look at a list and say, these are the things I'm good at, and just remind yourself of your own self-worth. Another really good one is tension release. So these coping mechanisms help release the tension that you've been building up inside of you. A lot of these relate to exercise. So running and biking, lifting weights, practicing yoga, stretching, laughing with friends, meditation. Anything that will help you physically just release everything that's just been building up inside of you. So these are really great, especially if you're, pretty athletic. So definitely recommend these. If you're not as athletic, stretching is definitely a pretty good one to do, or even meditation. Just finding a quiet place where you can just turn your brain off and just relax. And then physical coping skills. So physical coping skills are things you can do to minimize the negative health effects of stress. So these are just taking care of yourself, and this is a lot of self-care. So making sure to get enough sleep. If you don't have enough sleep, you won't be able to function well. Drinking enough water, dehydration is really, really bad. Eating healthy foods, starting a routine and sticking to it, limiting caffeine. Sometimes caffeine can cause your heart to race and can mimic symptoms of anxiety. Sometimes it's good to just practice deep breathing exercises, just taking a deep breath when you feel yourself getting stressed out. Limiting the time you spend on electronics. Sometimes you can experience fatigue and depression related to the amount of time that you spend on your phone. Another one is just read a book. Just find somewhere quiet, nice, just spend some time, just relax. And for this last little bit, I want you to think of some of the coping skills that I went over and pick out 7 different coping habits you can utilize in your everyday life. And then I want you to write them down and post them up somewhere you can see them. So the next time you get stressed or upset or something isn't going right in your life, you can look at those coping skills and maybe choose one to do. Maybe you're having a really tough day, go for a walk or listen to music or, pick any of your 7 coping skills and just try it out. Anyway, that's the end of my presentation. I hope you guys are having a great rest of your day.